Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so today I am jumping on the bandwagon. I see a lot of YouTubers have done videos on their favourite films on each category of genre. Now, not gonna lie, it was pretty much impossible to pick a favourite film, but I've managed to pick 12 or 13 different genres, but I've definitely cheated. 100% I've cheated. I've kind of I've swayed away from some genres, but I'll explain as we go through. But I know some YouTubers have done it, so I saw it was Jodie's one I saw first, and then from there I saw, is it Stuart? I saw Stuart do one as well, and then I saw some others. I don't think AJ, I don't think you'd done one, did you? Or Matt. That's his movies. I don't think you did one either. Or maybe you did. You look bang out a lot of videos. It's hard to keep track of like everyone's vid. Plus, I you know, it's finding the time. It's finding the time to make all these vids. I mean, one a week is normally good enough for me. But as you know, as this one's been done by a few, I thought, do you know what? Let me try. Let me just try. So I pulled out a few discs. I read a few things down. I was like, let's bang out this video. So, right, enough of me talking. I don't want to drag this on for too long, so let me just get cracking. I'm just going to show you the films. I might start talking a bit about the film, but I'll try and just get it done. So let's just start with war. Let's go with war. So war, I don't watch a lot of war films, but the one that I picked was Black Hawk Down. Great film. Is it my favourite? I don't know, but it's a great film. You know, mission goes wrong, Black Hawk goes down, and then they have to try and survive against the odds. But Josh Hartnett's in it, isn't he? I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, Black Hawk Down is my pick for war film. Christmas, standard. I just went for standard. It's funny. I watch it every year. And we went for National Lampoon's. I was going to put Die Hard in here. And then I thought, because Die Hard, I tell my son, got to watch Die Hard every Christmas. It's a Christmas film. But I went for this instead. It's funny, it's comedy, Chevy Chase. Right, then we went for, so I've put it under fantasy. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've gone for The Crow. The original Crow. I don't know if anyone liked the new one. I didn't, but I love this one. Brandon Lee, great film. I might as well show you the steel book. There you go. And there's the back of that one. So yeah, The Crow. Right, I've gone for sports drama in this genre. Had to put it in here. Love this film. This film is probably the most watched film for me ever since I was a kid. My bro's probably watching this going, I already know what it is. But Rocky IV. Love this film. Forget the director's cut. My own personal opinion. The original cut is great. I know the robot and everything else, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I've lost count how many times I've watched this film. But yeah, Balboa, Apollo, and still now when I watch the first fight with Apollo and Drago, I'm like, man, that Russian he is tough. And it's like, how's Rocky gonna beat him? And then yeah, still has me on the edge of my seat when I watch this film. So yes, Rocky IV as my sports drama. Right, going with, what did I put this under? Oh yeah, action adventure. Again, we're going with Sly again, and we're going with the First Blood. We're going again. What can I say about First Blood? Probably best one. Well, it is the best one for me. The first one, love the first one. I mean, I I grew up, as you could probably see and probably tell by the rest of my films, I grew up in the 80s, and I watched a lot of action stuff. Arnie, Sly, Van Damme, you know, Bruce Willis, you name it. I've probably seen them all. And love these films still today. So going with Rambo for this one, First Blood. Right, the next one. This was actually a tough shout, this one. So I've kind of picked two films. I couldn't actually side with one or the other. And this is, so drama, crime, I've gone with. You're like, I'm making this stuff up as I go along. So maybe I am. That's why I said it's a kind of my version of this genre. So I've gone with American History X and California. Now I can't split the two. I'm sorry, I can't split the two. If I saw this recently, I was like, such a good film. And then rewatching this, I was like, such a good film. So I can't split the two. You tell me if you've seen it. Well, I'm sure you have, but you tell me which you prefer out of these two. But I like them both. So I told you, I'm kind of cheating. So that's that. Right. What's this one? I know what this one is. Yeah. So I don't watch a lot of Western. I don't watch. So, I mean, as a kid, I mean, you know, 35 years ago, I used to watch them with my dad, the Clint Eastwood films. You know, I used to watch a lot of Clint Eastwood Western films. So I used to watch them with him, and I loved them back then. But I see everyone's doing a review of the new 4K transfers now, and I haven't seen them for that long. You know, and I don't really watch Westerns. As I've gotten older, I've stuck with the stuff I always watch. So I've kind of stuck to my own genre of films. I haven't swayed to anything else. So Westerns I don't really watch, but since I've started this channel, I've kind of like watched a few things I don't watch, and I'm only picking this because I watched it recently and I enjoyed it. So for a Western, I've picked Tombstone. It was a good watch. It was a good film. So I'm going to go with this. I mean, I know everyone's good, the bad, the ugly. And as I remember it back in the day, it was a great film. But I haven't seen it in that long. It's going to be like a first time watch again for me because I can't remember them. So we went with Tombstone for this one. Okay, so the next one, I've gone for sci-fi. Again, this was out of two, but I picked the original, the first one, Terminator. I mean, they're both number one and number two. I mean, whether you pick one or two, yeah. You know, everyone says two. I mean, a lot of people say twos, but I know people that like number one better, but I like them both equally as good as each other. So, Terminator. Right, next one, martial arts. Now, I love my martial arts. Again, this is something as a kid, especially with my bro, used to watch a lot of Jackie Chan stuff. So this was a hard pick. You know, I could have gone down Jackie Chan, I could have gone Bruce Lee, but I've picked a film that I really like, and I've seen this quite a few times, and every time I watch it, it's just as good as the last time. Now, I've gone for Jet Li's Fearless. Absolutely love this film. Now, I don't know, let me know if anyone's seen this, but he plays a character called Hugo or something. I can't remember, but it's something like Hugo. And basically, you've got individual clans, they've got their own martial arts, and they're kind of like, whose martial arts is the best, you know, and they kind of have to fight against each other. And the character he plays, at the start of this film, he's like the man, he's unbeatable, you know, he can take anyone on, and obviously his followers follow him to a T. and then obviously he fights 3 fighters near the start, and then one of them, you know, I'm not going to give anything away, something happens, and then they do something to retaliate, and then he ends up sort of going away and sort of, you know, nearly killing himself. And then, you know, I'll just give you the sort of basics. And then some women find him and they look after him for how many years, get him, you know, try and teach him the way of life isn't all about fighting and winning and that. So they kind of change him into a more, how to say, what's the word I'm looking for? More human person, if that's even right. Anyways, from there he goes back to his town and things have changed, and then, you know, he's changed as a person as well, and then he sort of you know, has to go from there. He has to deal with other fights and stuff when he goes back. But highly recommend Fearless if you like your martial arts. I mean, yeah, love my martial arts, so yes, Fearless. Right, comedy. Again, there was two. There's so many comedies out there as well, but there's two. I've just cheated and picked two because I like them both. So, and there's other comedies out there. So, American Pie, the first one, and The Hangover. You know, which one do you go for? Which one do you pick? You know, one goes one way, one goes another way. You know, one's a bit more adult-y, one's as you sort of in your sort of school or coming out of school. So yeah, which one do you prefer? But yeah, both great. Horror. Now this was hard, so I could have gone down the road of franchises. I could have gone down whether it was Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, you know, Scream, you name it. But I picked an individual. Now, again, it was out of two, but I picked one. I picked one. I didn't want to just keep picking two, and then it's like, he's not even picking. His favourite's just picking two films. So for this one, I went for Christine. John Carpenter's Christine. Stephen King. So yeah, great film. I mean, I saw this as a kid, and I've carried on watching it through the years, and every time the ending, I'm always like, when are they going to make a number two? Are they ever going to make a number two? And I've always Googled it, number two, but I guess it is a classic, and it got left how it got left, and I guess that's great. But yes, I went for Christine. Love this film. Right. Is it last? No, it's not last. I've got something. So this is the last of my actual physical disc. I'll explain and I'll show you in a minute. So this one I've gone for action. And again, you'll probably think I'm cheating because I've picked another two. So again, love these films. Bad Boys. Grew up with these, and Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, funny, action, it's great. But I had to sneak in Predator as well. I had to sneak in because I can't pick out the two. Love them both. Have them both. It's like, is this action? Does this come under action? I don't know, but I wanted it in here somehow, so I've snuck it in. You know, there's loads of films I wanted to put in here, but I haven't been able to. So there you go. Bad Boys, Predator. Great films, classics. Now the last, right, let's just talk about some of the other ones. I didn't get a musical in here. I just don't do musicals. You know, there's I'm sure you guys, there's something out there that you just don't do and watch. Musicals, I just don't. I mean, if I think back, I used to, the only musical I can think of that I used to like, but again, we're talking a long time ago, is Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, but that was comedy. They were the comedy duo. So I'm trying to think of films. I know Jerry Lewis starred in loads of films, like Nutty Professor. I mean, he did sing in that, to be fair. I could have pulled that out, to be fair, as a musical. I've actually got it as well, but I'm not going to pull it out. So yeah, and he done loads of films with Dean Martin as well. So I'm guessing they're classed as musicals. But bar that, I don't really do musicals. I mean, my boy, he does drama and stuff like that, and he wanted to go and watch what's that film that came out recently? Wicked. So I went with my missus and my boy, went to watch it. Not gonna lie, I probably got 40 minutes in. Yeah, it wasn't for me. I fell asleep. Cinema was packed. Fell asleep. Woke up. There was probably what was it? Half an hour. It was probably a good half hour still to go. So I finished watching it. And at the end, everyone stood up and clapped, and I was like, wow, people, you know, I know, hey, people like what they like at the end of the day. Looked over, I had two women sitting to my left. Now I looked over to my right, my son's staring at me, and all I said, I was like, you all right? He goes, you fell asleep. He said it quite loud as well. And two women to my left just started laughing. And I was just like, sorry, mate, it's just not for me. So, you know, some films are just not for me. So, not picked the musical. Documentary, I mean, I watched Michael Jordan's Last Dance basketball. I loved that. So I guess I haven't got it. It's on Netflix. I just watched it on there. So I guess that would have been my documentary. That would have been right. I haven't got the discs, right? So I've just done something for the last two. It's not great what I've done. All I'm going to say is I'm no artist. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there right now. So I wanted to get where is it? Yeah, I wanted to get an animation in here because I do like some animation. I like Toy Story and stuff like that. But my pick is Shrek. Say what you want about the drawings, but that's the cover. There's no spine, as you can see. And if you open up, there's a Blu-ray and there's a 4K in there as well. All right, so Shrek. The film itself, loved the film. First one, I can't remember the others. It's been so long, but the first one, especially Donkey, Eddie Murphy, he just cracks me up in it. So funny. So yeah, Shrek. I went for a bit of time and effort to do that as well. And there's me saying I've got no time to make these videos, but I found a bit of time. And I've snuck one more in here. And what did I put this under? A thriller. I thought I'd get a thriller in here. And again, I wasn't sure which one to pick. But again, I've gone with this one. And again, I've already said to you, I'm no artist. So I went for Basic Instinct. Now, when I showed my brother, he said that looks like Beavis and Butthead. And he's probably not wrong. So there you go. That is my... And again, I've done the Blu-ray and the 4K inside. There you go. Don't know what I'm going to do with them now. So that is my... We're going to go favourite movies from each genre. Very good movies from each genre, in my opinion. Anyways, everyone's different. Everyone's got their own views on films. But that is mine. Right, just want to say thank you again to Jodie over at Jodie's Movie Realm for getting me to do this. I mean, I know everyone else was doing it. I wasn't going to do it, like I said, because I never have time to make these kind of vids. But I commented on the one she did, and then obviously messaged back and forth, and then obviously asked to see if I could put a list together. Thanks. I mean, I found it hard, but thanks again. But yeah, that's my vid for today. So thanks again for watching. So you got the thumbs up for a like if you like, and the sub buttons there as well if you like what I'm doing. All right, thanks as always guys, and I'll see you at the next one. Take care as always.